Hi everyone, this is Melissa from Melissa Made, and I'm sharing with everyone today at the Bug Bites, and I just kind of have a small project I wanted to show to you. This is a 5x5 card that I made. Here's the inside. It says thinking of you. And what I wanted to share with you today is kind of how to do accents. This is a small accent stamp that I use my Copics to color. And oftentimes you'll see people use one image, a main image like this, and this image is a Tiddly Inks image called Alice or Tea Time. And I had this little teacup from the stamp set that my friend Sheila from She's a Sassy Lady gave me. A lot of times you'll have stamps like this but don't really know how to use them or what to use them for because they're small, and oftentimes you'll see people put 3 of the same stamp in a row. But I thought it was a cute idea to accent this card with a small stamp like this, and I just kind of wanted to show you how I like to color those with my Copics. And you could use colored pencils or any kind of marker. You could use Crayolas because there's such a small amount of accenting on this card or on this teacup that really it's something easy that you can do with any colors that you have. And I'm going to show you that next. Okay everyone, so I stamped my 2 images. This is in Memento black ink, and this is what I use for Copics. This is VersaFine Onyx black ink that I stamped this in. So for accent stamps, you really don't need something super expensive to come out with a cute design. This was my Copics, and I'm going to show you what I do with Copics on this one. But I've got these cheap Crayola colored pencils that are my daughter's. The important thing is to have them sharpened really, really well. So I'm going to color this with these. I just have a brown, a light brown, a red, orange, and a pink. And I'm going to color this image up with these 4 and show you that truly you can use pretty inexpensive materials like Crayola colored pencils or even markers, Crayola markers, to color something small like this. Now, for an image that's larger, it's harder to use cheap material because they don't blend well. If you want to get these nice little pleats that I have in her dress or her skin tone, it's really hard to do that with cheap materials. Copics are one of the best products out there for doing something like this. But for an accent image, you know, or even writing something on here, cheap Crayola markers or cheap Crayola colored pencils will do the trick, and I'll show you that in a sec. Okay, so here is the image that I stamped in VersaFine ink. Here's the one that I stamped in Memento. And you can see that I used Copics here, I used Crayola pencils here, and really, for a small image like this, you're not going to see much difference. I'm going to try and get this a little closer so you can see some of the detail that I did. I hope it'll focus here. It's kind of hard for me to get a good focus. But you can see I just took the light brown that I had and made some striations around the cup to give it the appearance of being rounded. I added some tea to the inside. I added a pink flower. I used the orange red in the center of the flower, and I also used the orange red on the sides of the plate and then lightened it as it comes forward towards you. And now what I'm going to do is cut this out and place it on a card just like I did this one as a small accent stamp, and I think it looks pretty. And if you don't you know, have the materials to make a card like this in which you color, you know, a big image in Copics, then you can color 3 of these little teacups and put them in a row, or maybe a nice sentiment with a teacup on the side. And the accent is really pretty, and it doesn't have to be colored in very expensive materials to make it look nice. You just kind of have to use multiple colors and layer them to get a good effect. Thanks, and have a great day.